everyone. I hope you're doing good. It's a Friday. Thank God. Okay? Because it's wild at the moment. The energy is not sleeping. Aries season, as always, first sign of the zodiac, fire. Big fire this year. Of the fire horse? My God. My God. And I want to tell you a little story. Oh my God. I want to tell you a little story. I had my first negative comment, which I love. You know, there's this saying, I don't know who said it, but only to not be liked by everyone does actually show you're good in something. And I loved it because, you know, in real life, people don't really give you that much negative feedback. It's more something people do on the internet. And you know what was the best thing about it? It was by a man. So, thank you for that. First of all, a woman being criticized by a man, it ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. That's the reason why we don't like you anymore. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. Everyone that gets criticized at the moment, if there's a collective that is just developing and creating, it goes hand in hand, and I most definitely don't feel like it is a bad sign. Okay, what I see with curiosity and wait, I have to translate. What I see with curiosity and devotion is you've definitely been curious about something. You've definitely saw people doing something in the past that was sparking something in you. You know, sometimes we can feel that through body reactions, like you're getting goosebumps, your throat closes, you get emotional, you tear up, stuff like that. All these signs are actually, all these things are signs to show you that if you see somebody doing something, you react like that, that it is also something that is there for you. Okay, it's something you see in them. You know, when we feel drawn by someone, it's always because there's a part of them or there's a part of us we see in them. It's just like everything is a mirror. So I feel like you've been curious about something because you know that's something you would do. I feel like with the raccoon, again, we talked about this before, but I feel like these videos are kind of like belonging together, the last one and this one, because I feel like it just goes on. You were looking from far away to people that do what you were always meant to do. But just like the raccoon is not like living in nature in the forest, the raccoon is coming to town and, you know, going through the waste of human to find food. It's actually not its natural state. I feel like for a long time you weren't in your natural state. You weren't in the surrounding that would support you, understand you, or helped you to grow in the direction you want to go. And I feel like I'm talking to someone that was afraid to tell people about their wishes because you were afraid they would judge you, or they would say, oh my God, who do you think you are? But exactly that is the question. Okay, how can you? How do you even dare? Oh yeah, if people ask you this question, you know you're on a good way. And I feel like that was the case for someone. Um, you didn't have the surrounding around you, okay, to live the life you wanted to, and to go for that bigger purpose, that passion you have inside of you, because nobody around you would understand. They were, I mean, these people aren't happy in their 9 to 5s, but some of them would never ever say that. So what they do is keep others small, and I feel like that was the situation you got. So with the devotion, I feel like currently you're working on something. Maybe you were brave enough to leave this place. Oftentimes I notice from gay friends, for example, they leave their hometown just to be in another town, and they can live there being gay freely, which is really sad actually. But but it's, I mean, I think that's the energy. You couldn't do it at home, so right now you're farther away. You're not anymore surrounded by your people, or you soon will be, because you watched people do as we said, from far away. Now I feel like you're closer. I can feel it. You're a step ahead. You're not anymore in the same position. So you did something, and you did put devotion in it, okay? Dedication. Like you abandoned the old, and you moved on, and you dedicated to the new. And there is something with trusting in the things you can't see, okay? There's something about you trusting in the invisible. And with the snail, I kind of feel like it's slow moving energy, but it feels like you might in the future, it might not be a really fast process, because you are going to go into a whole new direction. So it could be slower moving energy, but if we look at the snail, she might be slow, but she always knows where to go. She doesn't look left to right. She's just walking. And I feel like this is kind of like the growing part that you do. You're not looking left and right anymore, which is for me symbolic for before you were listening to what these people were saying, because they couldn't understand you, and they were like, who do you think you are? And now in the future, you're moving to this place, or you already are at this place where you're just like, you're just going, you're just walking. And anything else, all these voices are just distraction. You're gonna pluck them out. You don't have this, because you did that devotion, and I feel like you turned your back on this surrounding that wasn't yours to begin with. You went through something, and it makes you kind of like not giving a shit anymore about the opinions of others, There's something about loyalty. So I feel like, just as I said, as an example of my gay friends that I know, they they left their hometown because they were judged, and they went to a new big city where they were more anonymous, so they can find new people and go into a new direction, and they would live their sexuality more open. That's you not giving a fuck anymore. You know what I mean? Maybe there is actually something about you know, moving on to live your true self. If it's in a sexual way, if it's like in a artistic way, it can be in every part of your life. But there's something you had to hide in your past and from the people you were from that you can now openly live, which is amazing, because this will transform your whole way of being. There's something about leading, loyalty and leading. So you're a loyal leader, or it could be loyal people coming in to help you to lead something. Okay, because on the bottom of the deck there's the new beginning. So I feel like your new beginning and your future is about leading something in loyalty, which is true to yourself. This is amazing. Whoever I'm talking to, I think you went through something. You have a lot of, like, you're really kind and you're really good to people because you understand. You have a big understanding for people because you went through a lot. Most definitely. Most definitely. There's something about a romance, okay? And an inspiration on the bottom of the deck. Okay, maybe you are inspiring your love. There's a little bit of a flame of a fire coming in right now. I see the time around summer with the peaches. So the peaches is for me summertime, sunny. There's something, it could be a romance coming in or already there, new love coming up. And there's something about inspiration. So it could be that you inspire them, or they inspire you, or you each other inspire yourself. Communication and and happiness. Okay. So actually there are not only good cards in this deck, but quote unquote what's good, what's not. I don't want to say good, but this is a really nice reading. So I feel like, as I said, there are people coming in, and it could be a love flame which inspires you. You inspire them. You got a really good communication with them, and so this makes you feel happy. I'm seeing, I kind of have this whole movie in my head from somebody leaving their home and going to the big city and finally living that life, like standing on the stage and singing. And before, you always would only see it in the TV. Now you're doing it yourself, and you're like so secure in yourself, and that's what's attracting these loyal friends. And you're going to be that loyal leader. Maybe you kind of do business out of it or whatever, and then there's this romance coming in, and you inspire each other, and you write songs or poems or whatever about it. I don't know what I'm talking about, but this shit makes me so happy. This is such a positive reading. There's definitely something about turtles, and the beer. There's something about birds. You could see a lot of birds, and there's something about peaches, as I said. Okay, guys. I just wish you a wonderful weekend. Enjoy it. Go out and maybe start this adventure we were talking about. I wish you the best, and I see you soon, guys. Bye bye.